I'm trying to platinum every game I own. I asked what games you wanted to see, and it's finally time for the most requested game. Released in 2018, developed by Rockstar Games, Red Dead 2 is one of the best open world games ever made, and has one of the longest platinums ever made. As to get this platinum, we need to not only 100% the entire game, which includes over 200 collectibles and 90 different skill challenges, but we also need to get 70 gold medals during the story, casually skin and study every animal in the entire game, and on top of that, we need to complete 17 different multiplayer trophies. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one, so let's just jump straight into our first trophy, Back in the Mud, which we get for completing the first chapter in the game, Coulter, where we play as Arthur Morgan, a member of Dutch's outlaw gang, who are currently on the run. And after finding a place to set up camp, we need to go and find and save a familiar face.
Never thought I'd say this, but good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
And for doing so gets us our actual first trophy, just a scratch. And after taking care of some wolves, we get John back home safely.
Just a scratch, our first trophy. This is going to be an insane ride of a game. I'm excited.
For the rest of the chapter, we did some shooting, some stealing, and some hunting that I don't want to talk about. And we also did some train heisting that we also shouldn't talk about.
I missed. I completely missed. Wait, what do you mean?
But after a successful train heist, we then make our way over to the new camp location to finish off the first chapter in the game.
Back in the mud. Very nice. Chapter 1 complete.
And for completing the next chapter, Horseshoe Overlook, we get the trophy to Greener Pastures. And our plan for chapter 2 is...
we make a bit of money here. Then we move again.
And to make some money for the camp, I hunted down my first of many legendary animals and sold its pelt. Obviously, did some gambling, robbed some houses, and to take a break, we went fishing with Jack and got visited by Agent Ross.
The fact that Ross and Jack are right there.
Enjoy your fishing, kid, while you still can.
Oh, little does he know.
But we also did some jobs for Strauss, where we need to chase down some money that was owed to us, and they all went relatively smooth, except for this last one.
You took the money. He wants it back. What's not to understand?
Is that blood into my mouth? He isn't well. He just spat blood in our mouth. Are we cooked? Yeah. I don't like it.
But doing all of that, we had racked up a nice chunk of change. And as Dutch said, the camp needs its slice. And for donating more than $250 to the camp, we get the trophy, Give to the Poor.
Give to the poor. Another trophy. But now I'm poor. Like, the camp's richer than me now.
With the tithe box full of cash that I spent immediately after filling it, things were starting to turn around for the gang. And the second we started to relax, we were interrupted by the owner of the train that we robbed in the first chapter, Leviticus Cornwall. And after shooting our way out of Valentine and escaping the law, we now have to move camp again.
To Greener Pastures. It's a better setup, I won't lie. Another trophy, chapter 2 completed. On to chapter 3.
Heading into chapter 3, for completing the chapter, we get the trophy Settling Feuds. And with our new camp location, we have a new goal.
We do need money.
Never mind, it's always money. But at this camp, I wanted to slow down and do more activities around the camp, like robbing a homestead with Sean, playing Five Finger Filet with Micah, and playing dominoes with Tilly, where she told me about her lost necklace, which is a companion item request. And for completing 5 of these requests from different people around the camp, we can get one of the 2 missable trophies in the entire game, Errand Boy. And with any missable trophy that I come across, I usually miss it. And that was already the case for the other missable trophy in the game, Friends with Benefits. As to get the trophy, you need to do a companion activity in each camp. And I was so locked in on the main story and even the side missions that I didn't even do a single companion activity at the first camp. So we're gonna have to come back to that trophy later as we still need more money. But before getting back to work, during a story mission, I managed to get the trophy Trusty Steed, which you get for reaching max bonding level with your horse.
Trusty Steed, horse bonding maximum, level 4. This dumb horse that has just ran me off the road 3 times already.
But getting back to the task at hand of earning some money, as it's time for a bank heist. We bust into Valentine Bank, force the teller to open the door. where I decided to pick the safe so that way we can walk out the way we came in and no one will know. Yeah, they know. They found out. And after an epic train escape, we were looking pretty good for money.
Take 20k. I share 2,500. Whoa, that's a lot of cheese.
Now, with all my newfound riches, I decided to go on a little shopping spree, where I headed to the gun shop to pimp out my guns, where we got our next trophy locked and loaded, for fully upgrading all of a gun's components.
Locked and loaded. I'm getting locked and loaded, baby.
I also gave the camp its slice and upgraded a bunch of the camp, but I also wanted to buy myself a new horse. But with the cash stack getting a little low, it was time to get it back. And completely unrelated, I did manage to get the trophy hobby horse for playing every minigame in the game, and it turned out that blackjack was our loves.
Hobby horse. Play all mini games. I'm about to make bank doing this.
Now, this whole chapter was actually about trying to steal from two feuding families at the same time, and it was working pretty well, until the Greys found out.
Oh! John! What the f***? Like, that's crazy!
And when we went back to camp,
They took my son!
the Braithwaites took Jack. And nobody messes with Jack. Except for me, maybe. So the whole gang groups up, rides down to the Braithwaite Manor, and pulls off one of the coolest looking scenes that will go down in history of cool looking video game scenes. I mean, look at this shit.
If you ain't gonna be civilized about this.
Neither are we. Oh my god, Dutch, that was cool as fuck.
And after storming the house, we find Mrs. Braithwaite, kill her sons, and burn down her house, where she tells us that Jack was given to a man named Angelo Bronte in Saint Denis. And to top it all off, the damn Pinkertons found where our camp was. So now we need to move camp again.
We made it. Settling feuds. What a way to settle it. But we've made it to the big city.
And we're in the big city to find Angelo Bronte, who has Jack. And after we complete a job for him, he gives us Jack back. Now, Bronte was someone we were able to work for and trust, and he tipped us off to a trolley job that ended up being a trap. So we did the rational thing and broke into his house, kidnapped him, and of course, Bronte being a rich man.
I'm looting him real quick. He's probably got bands on him. Take from the rich. He does have bands on him. Let's go, Bronte. Rob or loot $250. There you go.
Now, it's not like he was going to use it anyway, because Dutch kills him.
How did that help us? Dutch is losing it.
But with Bronte out of the picture, the plan always stays the same.
Just need money.
So it was time for the big one, the Lemoyne National Bank. This was it. And with a distraction in place, it was go time. And after we hit the safe, it all started to fall apart as Agent Milton showed up with Hosea.
No! Hosea! Hosea, no! We're losing everybody, Dutch!
And even after we broke out of the bank, it was still all going south.
We lost John.
Killed?
Arrested.
Lenny's dead as well! Bro, we're losing everybody! Lenny!
We do manage to escape with whoever we have left by jumping on a boat that was supposed to be heading to Cuba. Now, I say supposed to be as we got caught up in a storm and forced to jump overboard. And the chapter ends as we get washed ashore.
Washed ashore. Damn. I'm starting to think the bank wasn't worth it.
Heading into chapter 5, we get the trophy No Traitors for completing this chapter. Now, I wish I could say a lot happens in this chapter, but really all that happens is that we manage to find the rest of the gang on the island, get arrested, break out of the chain gang, help out the island rebels to take out Fusar's ship, and Fusar himself, escape Guarma back to the mainland, to be met with this banger.
Oh, goosebumps, man.
Which then leads us into my favorite mission in the entire game, Fleeting Joy, where after regrouping with the gang, we get another visit from Agent Milton.
I killed your friend! Really start to irritate me.
Now, I know that was a lot, but it does calm down from here, as after I completed a stranger mission, Arthur randomly passed out.
Wait, what? Wait!
And after getting dragged to the doctors, it turns out,
You got tuberculosis. Really sorry for you, son. It's a hell of a thing.
which in these times is basically a death sentence. Also saw a deer, which was pretty sweet. But with that being said, chapter 5 is almost over, as all that was left to do was to go scout out the prison where John was being held using a hot air balloon, as well, of course, move to a new camp, and we also found out that Molly was the one who snitched on us.
I told them!
I'm sorry.
I Mr. Milton and Mr. Ross about the bank robbery, and I wanted them to kill you.
No traitors. Yep. There are no traitors in this camp. Wow, okay. Now, after that insane chapter and Arthur's time being numbered, I was hoping chapter 6 would be a bit more calm, but we instantly get put back to work on retrieving some debts for Strauss. But when I was given the chance to absolve some debts for people and kick Strauss out of the camp, I took it, which happened to get us the trophy Extreme Personality for reaching the max or the minimum honor level. Extreme Personality. That's max good boy rating? Now I don't need to worry about doing bad things. I can just do them. And after another chaotic mission of storming a prison and saving John because Dutch wasn't going to do anything,
I had a goddamn plan!
I decided it was finally time to relax and go fishing with a veteran Hamish, where he tells us about a legendary fish, and if I catch it and it weighs over 16 pounds, we get the trophy It Was This Big, which is an appropriate trophy name as after 7 real minutes of fighting this beast, let's go, we finally reeled him in.
What the? My thumbs are sore.
It was this big.
That thing was massive. I actually don't know how big it was.
That is a big boy. Now, the next trophy we got was the trophy Third Time Lucky. And we got the trophy for completing the mission Goodbye Dear Friend, where we get our final letter from Mary Linton, Arthur's old love interest that we helped at the start of the game and even went on a date with in St. Denis. But Arthur fumbled the bag and couldn't change for love. Real sad boy hours.
Third Time Lucky. Complete Goodbye Dear Friend. She left us.
Maybe in another life, Mary.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Now, I'm pretty honorable when it comes to Red Dead 2, as I only just now, this far into the story, got the trophy Breaking and Entering, which you get for robbing 4 different homesteads. And to be honest, I don't think this 4th one counts as breaking in, as when I walked through the door, she asked me to go down into the cellar.
Just leave what you got in the cellar and be on your way.
Breaking and Entering. Didn't really break in. I kind of just walked through the front door.
I did Molotov her chickens and came back a bit later and took out her bloodline. But if you're still not convinced that I'm an honorable cowboy, well, maybe the next trophy lending a hand can convince you. As to get this trophy, you need to complete all optional honor story missions. Now, I didn't know at the time, but this is actually another missable trophy and is apparently highly missable, as there are 17 optional honor missions across different chapters in the game, with some missions not even appearing depending on what you choose in the game. And just one wrong choice can lock this entire trophy in its entirety and force another playthrough. And if I knew what optional honor missions actually meant at the time and how missable this trophy actually is, when I completed the last mission helping out Sadie, I guarantee you I would have gotten more hype for this trophy.
Lending a hand. Complete all optional honor story missions. Wait, are we getting close to the end? Wait, okay, hold on.
Now that isn't what that trophy is, but we are getting close to the end, as we took out both the gang's rivals, Cornwall Driscoll and Leviticus Cornwall, but as well as the gang was starting to fall apart. And we also got the most emotional scene I've ever experienced in a video game that rocks me anytime I hear it.
You're too smart for me, sister. I guess I'm afraid.
Whoa.
There is nothing to be afraid of, Mr. Morgan.
Whoa.
That hit a little harder than I thought it was gonna. Fine art of conversation. That I bronzed, of course.
And we are actually getting to the end, as Dutch tells us one more train.
There's always a goddamn train. Arthur!
But this one was an army train filled with money. So we board the train, take out some guards, but in the process, John gets shot.
No! John! I'm your John! You protect that money!
So we protect it by shooting a couple of horses.
That's another piece. I didn't mean to kill the horse.
But getting to the front of the train, we secured the money and jumped off the train. And after meeting up with Dutch, we found out that John didn't make it.
That patrol killed him. We had to run.
And you know some shit is about to go down, as we instantly get put into a new mission called
Red Dead Redemption. Ah, shit. Nothing good has ever came out of a mission that's named after the game.
And for completing this mission, we get the trophy Redemption, where we meet up with Tilly and tells us that they took Abigail. But instead of going to save her, Micah and his dumbass ideas tells Dutch to leave her behind. So Sadie and I went to go and try save Abigail, where Agent Milton was waiting for us, and tells us who the rat really was.
Micah Bell, We picked him up
What?
when you boys came back from the Caribbean. And he's been a good boy ever since.
Oh my god.
After Abigail saves us from Milton, we then head back to the camp to confront Dutch, where we find out that John is still alive.
Left me to die.
And just as it was about to kick off, the Pinkertons show up and ruin it. Ah, he's got blood armor! And as we're trying to escape with John, we then get given a choice. Go with John and help him get to safety, or go back to camp and try steal Dutch's money.
I'm helping John. The money.
Get you out of this bullshit. If it's the last goddamn thing I do.
So we scale the mountain and give John our things, and tell him we'll hold them off so he can escape. Well, we run into that bitch Micah again, dude. Oh, I can't stand this guy. And after scrapping with Micah for a while, and I'll give it to him, he does have some hands.
Oh, Micah, you're a bitch.
Oh, I tried too much. But our fight does get interrupted by
Dutch.
It is over. Now.
No.
What? It's over.
And Dutch was not lying. As both Micah and Dutch leave for Arthur, it was over.
Whoa. Redemption. God damn.
And this is the reason why I love video games. Because you can have the most emotional ending to one of the best characters in any piece of fiction to get instantly ruined and reminded you're playing a video game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now the story doesn't finish with Arthur, as we get to now play as John Marston years later. The coolest, baddest gunslinger this side of Blackwater. Let's go! Revenge for Arthur! Never mind, we're farming. I'm picking up cow shit, milking cows. What are we doing? Yeah, so John's trying to leave that life behind and got a job as a farmhand and even took out a bank loan in his real name. How stupid can you be? But we do end up getting our next trophy, Cowboy Builder, for completing the mission A New Jerusalem, where we meet back up with Charles and Uncle, who helps us build our new home and a new life for Abigail and Jack.
Cowboy Builder.
We built the ranch. Yay!
Hey, looks good. Now we're just indebted to the Bank of America. Living the dream.
And with the new house built, it really feels like John has turned a corner. And that was until Sadie and Charles tells us,
I found him. I found Micah.
and that's all you had to say. And for completing the mission American Venom, we get the trophy Endless Summer. As we storm the mountain, we finally track down Micah, who turns out isn't alone.
Oh,
Son,
Dutch.
And for some reason, Dutch shoots Micah.
Oh!
And with Micah dead, Dutch just leaves and it's finally over. John gets to live a normal life. John had won. Well, at least until the first game.
Endless Summer.
Oh, damn. What a story. Can they miss? Can Rockstar miss? I don't think they can.
But with the amazing story completed, this Platinum journey has really only just started. As after the 70-hour story, we only have 19 trophies, with some of the hardest trophies left. But before we get stuck into those, I want to focus on some of the easier trophies first. Like going on a shopping spree with Dutch's money for the trophy Pony Up, which you get for spending over $5,000 in every shop in the game.
Pony up? Just spending cash.
We still got heaps of it left. Now, because Arthur gave John his journal, we're able to continue helping strangers around the world. So when I went to check on this stranger that we helped as Arthur by blowing up his assistants with a tiny boat,
Oh, isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Wait, the small sailboats. Damn it.
that we also helped create his own robot, and we get the trophy Artificial Intelligence for going to check on him, where we discover,
Oh no! Artificial intelligence. Oh no, I killed Marco. Flew too close to the sun.
and while we're talking about strangers, for the game's 100%, you only need to complete 10 stranger missions. And you also get the trophy Western Stranger for completing your 10th strand.
Western Stranger.
That is 10 Stranger Strands.
And after getting that trophy, I decided to keep chipping away at the 100%, where I got some bounties done, hunted some legendary animals.
What is that?
Bro, that's 3 times the size of me. I'm gonna need a crane.
And also got started on the first of 90 challenges that we need to complete. And I thought, while doing all of that, I might as well try and get the Bountiful Trophy at the same time. And to get the Bountiful Trophy, you need to survive 3 days with a bounty of over 250 in all states. And for some reason, I had the bright idea of getting a bounty of over 1,000 in every state. Except for Amberino, it was really weird to try and get a bounty there after the story. So only 250 there, but the rest of the states is over 1,000.
That's 250. We now have a bounty over $250 in every state. I did want to do $1,000 in each state, but Amberino's a pain to get, so I'm just not doing that. Now all we need to do is survive 3 days.
Now, while waiting out these 3 in-game days, I wanted to get a lot done. Like maybe try take down some bears for the trophy Grin It and Bear It, as we need to kill and survive 18 bear attacks. And not only did I really not understand that trophy,
Oh, peace. Damn. I don't know if that counts as a bear attack. I don't think it actually does. It was more I attack the bear.
but I also severely underestimated what a max bounty is really like.
Ooh, there's so many of them. Oh, okay. I've never seen that many before. The 1,000 bounty was a mistake.
I was also trying to get some hunting done for the Skin Deep and Zoologist trophies, but also trying to get my hunting requests.
Oh, that's got to be clean. It is!
Which is another collectible where you need to collect a list of perfect carcasses. But with a max bounty, if you take your eyes off the minimap for a second, it's GG.
Oh, they have snuck up on me. I shot. Oh, no, I'm skinning. Wait, it was so quiet.
I stopped for 3 seconds to get this dinosaur bone. That's another collectible, and they're there.
Oh, that's lore. Okay, I didn't think this was going to be this crazy being wanted in every state.
And this is how I knew the game was out to get me, as I only needed one more perfect rabbit pelt for my hunting requests, and just as I was about to get one...
Oh, what the f***? Excuse me, and he's away? Hell no! Get... The rabbit can... Oh. I'm getting trolled. This is too much.
But basically, all I got done in these 3 days was just the first hunting request.
Let's go!
And I tried towards the end to do the bear attack trophy, but we can focus on that later as the 3rd and final day came to an end.
Oh, bountiful. There you go. Oh, that actually scared me. You know what? I'm gonna go pay those bounties off. I can't keep doing this. 5 grand in bounties. I am very excited to get them off my back. They are so annoying. Bountiful trophy completed.
Now, after that trophy, I was kind of done with the story mode. But before we head over to the multiplayer, I did want to quickly get the 2 missable trophies that I missed in my first playthrough. And I say quickly, but for friends with benefits, I basically need to play from Chapter 2 all the way to Chapter 4, while making sure I play at least 1 activity at each camp. So starting a new game, I speedran all the way to Chapter 2, where at the first camp, I went hunting with Charles. And after a bunch of replaying story missions, we made it to the next camp in Chapter 3, and I played some dominoes with Tilly, which got us an item request for the other missable trophy, Errand Boy.
Looks like I turned into the goddamn errand boy.
Oh, it's the trophy! It's the trophy!
Well, after finding all 5 items and delivering them to each companion, I had quickly become the Errand Boy.
Errand Boy. 5 errands completed. There we go. The first missable trophy out of 2. Now, we just need to play through the entirety of Chapter 2.
And that's exactly what I did. Mission after mission, trying to speedrun my way to Chapter 4 and the next camp. And yes, I was losing it a little bit.
Oh, weapons expert. Knife kills. Wait, I've only got... Oh, wait, never mind. I just realized, I was like, I'm not even on the right game.
But finally, we had made it to the last camp. And after playing a few missions and sleeping a few times, as apparently the activities don't spawn right away in Chapter 4, we finally managed to complete our last camp activity by robbing a stagecoach with Lenny.
Friends with benefits, there we go. Thank God I'm done with this.
Pretty good that only took, an entire day.
With the missable trophies out of the way, it is now finally time for the multiplayer. Now, Red Dead Online is very similar to the single player, as we need a lot of money. As for the trophies, Home Comforts, Horses for Courses, and Posse Up all require a decent chunk of money. And we also need a ton of XP. As for the trophy Notorious, we need to get to level 50. So to start earning some XP and some money, we made our character and jumped straight into the online, completing the tutorial, which got us our first online trophy, Breakout.
Breakout.
That is the intro of Red Dead Online.
I am so ready to get absolutely destroyed online.
But with us just getting started, I stuck to the online story missions as well as some free roam missions, where for the most part, I was left alone.
Rough day today, I'm gonna take it all out on you, brother.
You're gonna take. Whoa.
And pretty quickly got to level 10, which gets us the trophy getting started.
Getting started. Oh, there we go. Rank 10. Oh, because we completed a daily challenge. We are only just getting started. We need to get to rank 50.
Now, while you're playing Red Dead Online, you can actually earn awards, which you get given for completing certain tasks. And if you earn all the way up to a gold award, you get given a buckle. But for getting our 5th gold buckle, we get the trophy Buckle Up.
Buckle up. Achieve 5 gold belt buckles. Oh, nice.
Now, as I said before, for the online, we need to make a lot of money. As just for the Horses for Courses trophy, we need to own 5 horses at the same time. And just to unlock the 5 stables, not even buying a horse, costs $1,500.
Oh, I need a lot of money. I need a lot of money.
And the only way I really knew how to make money in Red Dead Online was to just keep playing story missions as well as the free roam ones. And for completing our 10th free roam mission, we get the trophy Gun for Hire.
Gun for hire. That's all I was good for was my gun.
And after a bunch of missions and getting to level 15, I only had $800 to my name. So it was time to head over to the PvP modes. And for the Trophy Series Major, we need to play in a series match, which at the time was Last Stand, a free-for-all game mode that is honestly a lot of fun. And in my first game, I kinda went crazy, but apparently not crazy enough.
No! Series Major. Me in a coffin. Oh. Yippee, new milestone!
It's pretty obvious you want to be the one standing next to the coffins and not the one in one. And for the trophy, the real deal, we need to earn 3 MVPs. Now, after that first game, I was very excited to jump more into this game mode, but the very next map we played was a special edition, which I guess means it's special in the way it's insanely broken. And spawning me outside of the map multiple times wasn't even the worst part. It was the fact that this specific map required you to pick up guns to use around the map, but if you run out of ammo or just can't find a weapon, there is literally nothing you can do. For some reason, the melee doesn't work. So when I spawned on a gun and won my first round, I was pretty hyped.
Idiot! Sit! Let's go! Oh, I went crazy on that one.
But pretty quickly found out in the next round what was actually happening.
So if you spawn in front of a gun, you win. Oh, fucking game. Oh, let's go.
And that's exactly what happened.
Bang! Game over! Is that me with all the coffins? Yes, it is.
Easy. It's easy for me.
That's a like. And MVP.
But to be fair, I think it's only that map that's broken, as the next map we played was completely fine, except for the fact people were teaming in the game mode, so didn't win that one.
Hey man, you guys suck for this. You guys fucking suck for that.
But for the next game in Armadillo, I was feeling crispy and took away another dub.
Sit down! Game 2! God, I'm a freak at this game.
But the next map was the special edition mode that just doesn't work, but it does work in my favor as I managed to cheese it a little and win my 3rd and final MVP.
Huge! Let's go, that should be MVP. That should be MVP, right? Here it is, another dub. The real deal. You goddamn right I am. Look at me. Cheesing.
Now for playing that game mode, I did manage to rack up some money, enough money to buy 4 stable slots and fill them with horses.
$750 just to open the stable. Okay. We need more money.
But before jumping back into the money grind, I wanted to try get some of the more free online trophies out of the way first. Like the trophy Picked to Perfection for collecting 25 herbs in multiplayer.
Picked to Perfection.
I also did some hunting for the trophy Butchered, which you get for selling 20 items to a butcher.
Butchered! The trophies are flying in.
And I did even more hunting to gather more items to cook for the trophy Master Craftsman, which you get for crafting 20 different items.
Master Craftsman. 25 items crafted.
Now there is one more do X amount of thing trophy called non-regulation, which to get that trophy you need to craft 25 pieces of ammo. But crafting ammo is actually level locked at level 28 and costs 350 to learn. So we need more XP and more money. So it was time to get back to work. And while playing Red Dead Online, every now and then some free roam events pop up. And for playing in 5 of these events, we get the trophy Eventful. And the first one I did was a lake fishing contest, where I didn't catch a single fish.
He's going into check, man.
Now in my next fishing event, I did manage to catch a fish, still got crushed though. Tried a King of the Hill event, but I just got bodied as everyone's just popping tonics. Also got bodied in the Pokemon Snap event.
Oh, okay, I didn't know you could get up there.
But for the 5th and final event, it was a fishing contest, where I absolutely turned up and there wasn't a fish in sight I didn't catch.
Oh my god, we did it. Eventful.
On the dub as well.
Unlucky. Unlucky. Eventful.
Now, still needing a bunch of money and XP, I decided to unlock my first role by buying a bounty hunter license that allows me to do free roam bounties, and every 40 minutes I can do a legendary bounty, which are pretty fun to do and gives a decent amount of XP per one. And after completing a bunch of different bounties, I got to level 26 and had enough money to get our 5th and final horse.
750 down the drain. God damn.
But instead of buying the cheapest horse and getting the trophy, my dumbass decided,
yeah, I'm gonna go get 500 bucks. I want this horse.
So I went back to the mines and even did some of the current triple XP event, which was Red Dead Nightmare style missions that were fun, I guess.
Oh.
But completing more bounties, including my favorite one, Eda Doyle, that we'll talk about a little later, we not only reached level 28, but we also got the 500 we needed for the horse I wanted.
Horses for courses. That is 5 horses done.
Now, I love my new horse Bullseye, but I do wish he was a little bit cheaper, as I completely forgot that we needed money for the non-regulation trophy.
Oh, I need more money. I'm understanding what Dutch was saying, bro. I need more time. Everything's so expensive. 16, I don't even have the gold.
So after some more bounties, we got to level 30 and finally had enough money for the split point pamphlet that now allows us to craft the ammo for the trophy non-regulation.
There you go, non-regulation. God, he's tired, look at him. Another trophy, another online trophy done.
And while I was already at camp, I decided to take a look at the camp-related trophy, Home Comforts, where you need to purchase 5 camp upgrades. And you wouldn't believe it,
$300 for a dog. Why is that so expensive?
again, I need more money. And I'll be so honest, at this point, I was a little overdoing bounties. So I decided to take a break and head back to the single player, where I want to start trying to chip away at the ungodly amount of things we need to do. So I thought just to ease back into the single player and try and complete some of the easier challenges like the bandit challenges. Now I say easy challenges, but to get to bandit level 9, it took me over 4 hours.
There we go. Bandit 9 done. On to bandit 10. Please be easy. Complete 5 train robberies without dying or being caught. Okay.
And while I was just waiting for trains to come by for the last challenge, I started trying to get more hunting requests done, where I then spent over 5 hours looking up in the sky, searching for a woodpecker and a cardinal. And for the hunting request, we need a perfect carcass. And to get one of those, you need to not only have one spawn, but it needs to spawn as a 3-star. And you also need to clean kill it.
Could be on here. Please be perfect.
Good. And trying to find one of these 2 3-star birds took long enough for me to be able to complete my first challenge set.
There we go, bandit 10.
And after another hour at this spot, I decided to move up near Annisburg. And within 5 minutes of moving, I found my first one.
Oh, wait, there's a chance. It was a 3-star with a small game arrow.
Let's go!
Oh, hell yeah.
Now this was the spot, as not only did birds fly around more frequent than the other spot, but smaller birds, which you're usually looking for in the hunting requests, would also sit on the rocks up the river. And after a couple up and backs, we found a cardinal.
Bang! Oh, we did it. That took longer than I want to admit. Kinda cool.
And what is crazy about completing that hunting request is that was only the second one. But that was all for now, because after that one, I shifted my focus to try and complete as many challenges as I could. And we were moving, completing most of the sharpshooter, some survivalist, most of the herbalist, and even getting some weapons expert challenges done. And just before getting into the master hunter challenges, I needed to craft some supplies, where I managed to get the trophy self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient. Craft 30 unique items in story mode. Nice.
And for the Master Hunter challenge we were gearing up for, we need to skin 3 bears. And this was a better time than any to try again at the trophy Grin It and Bear It, where we need to survive 18 bear attacks and kill them after.
Whoa! First one down.
And trying to find 18 bears was going to take a long time. Now apparently you can just save and reload your game and it will reset the spawns, but for me that wasn't working. So instead, I caught the train. And my thought process was just to get as far away from the spawn point as possible in hopes that the bears would respawn. And it turns out that works. Now this is definitely not the fastest way, but it's the way I did it, and after 3 long hours of catching trains and getting attacked by bears,
oh, he just ripped off my head.
We finally survived our 18th one.
Oh, Grin It and Bear It. Nice. Okay. That was a close one. Thank God that trophy's over. So that was 3 hours of just killing bears. Pretty sweet. Pretty cool. And while we're just playing Cabela's Big Game Hunter, I thought let's just rip the band-aid off and go for the big ones right now. With Zoologist for studying every animal in the game, and Skin Deep for skinning every animal in the game. There are 178 different animals in the game, and that's not even counting fish. But thankfully, we had been studying and skinning animals since we started the game, as we had already discovered 119 animals out of 178. But with the decent progress we had already made from just hunting requests and hunter challenges, I thought the best plan of action was just to focus on those and try and study and skin anything I find along the way. Now, I was pretty locked in on these hunting requests. Some might say a little too locked in.
It's dead.
Whoa. Whoa, it's one I've already killed. Whoa, 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 whoa.
But each of these requests took up to 2 hours each, and there's 5 of them. And the reason why these take so long is usually either the animal isn't spawning, or if they did, it just wasn't a 3-star. But by trying to complete these requests, I was exploring the map a little more, completing random challenges, stumbling into a bunch of legendary animals, even finding other collectibles that we'll talk about later, as there is a lot of collectibles in this game. But for completing your first type of collectible, you actually get the trophy collector's item, and these hunting requests count as a collectible strand. So after receiving our final request, we had spent 20 hours, honestly probably more.
5 out of 5. Let's go hand it in.
We had finally finished the hunting requests, and in return, we got a little squirrel cowboy and our trophy.
What is that?
It's art.
Collector's item. There we go. It is indeed art. Oh, gunslinging squirrel man. I want one in real life.
Now, there's actually a trophy tied to this little squirrel figure, and the trophy description just says find a permanent home for it. And to be honest, I thought I just got that trophy, and at the time, I had no idea of the difference. So we'll come back to the It's Art trophy a little later, as now my full focus was turned to hunting down, studying, and skinning all animals we have left.
46 more animals to find.
That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Okay.
And not to mention, that's just 46 animals that I've never seen. The number of ones I haven't studied or skinned is actually a little higher. But in saying that, I did manage to get a bunch of animals ticked off the list that were around New Austin, as I hadn't even really been down that way in the story mode yet. And after getting a bunch of animals there, I then moved on to looking for all of the legendary animals, which I don't really know if you need for these 2 trophies, but we need it for the 100% anyway, and we also need the legendary fish, so I got those done as well. So while probably not needed, at least that's 2 things off the collectibles list. But getting back into studying and skinning the animals, I was making really good progress, and most of the time finding the exact animals I was looking for pretty quickly, with, of course, 2 exceptions. The coastal horned owl, that when I checked its spawn locations, I only found the owl I didn't need. And obviously, after I said I'm giving up and not gonna look for it anymore, I managed to find it randomly flying around.
Nice. Oh, that took an hour just to find this one owl. Oh my god, it's huge.
And the other exception of an animal that was not easy to find was the goddamn Rio Grande turkey. I traveled up and down New Austin and Rio Grande for 4 hours. 4 hours of riding around fully concentrated, trying to not get baited out by not the right animal at all.
I have spent... Oh my... They sounded like turkeys. Okay, I'm losing my mind. I don't even think they actually did sound like turkeys. Yeah, I've been looking for this Rio Grande turkey. I want to say at least 4 hours now. Spread over 2 days. And I'm just not getting anything done. What? What? They're alive! They exist! Oh my... I was just about to skip these. The second I start talking about an animal, it appears. Okay, I struggled so hard to find those. Let's go. Keep pushing. More animals to get. Okay, that's brought me back to life. Okay. Oh, goddamn.
And with the energy after finding that dumb bird, I was ready to push through. And that was until I took a look at the compendium and realized I was missing a decent chunk of animals all in a row. And these animals were the ones that I missed on the island Guarma, the island that you spend a limited time on in Chapter 5, that you cannot go back to after you leave, which essentially means I unknowingly locked these trophies after leaving Guarma all the way back in Chapter 5. But thankfully, that isn't the case. We can get back to the island, as we can use an insane glitch. I originally thought I'd just get on a boat in St. Denis and go back to the island.
Take me to Guarma. I want to go to Guarma.
So you can imagine my confusion when I had to go to this specific spot on the map, drink a bunch of beers and pass out, so you can wake up on this rock that's technically out of bounds.
Oh shit.
I then had to run south to this rock face, which was pretty cool to see the other map from the first game.
Oh, what the hell?
But after you parkour up these rocks, you then just have to run for a while. And so far, it seemed legit. I had basically broken outside of the map.
What is happening right now? My dumbass thought I needed to be on a ship.
But there is something so eerie about being out of bounds in a video game.
Whoa. Yeah, no one was ever supposed to be here. Look at that texture. Yeah, god damn. The Red Dead backrooms.
GTA 5 had a kill barrier of sharks, so I was fully expecting something to be here, and I think that made it worse, because I hated this.
I tested it before to see if I could cross the water, but it just sinks your boat and kicks you out. So the fact that I'm doing this feels so strange. Oh, what was that? I'm actually low-key scared. Okay. Am I about to fall through this? I knew it. I don't know why I stepped. Oh, we did it! We're back!
Now, I thought making it to the island I would finally calm down, but I was still really on edge. I couldn't shake the fact that I shouldn't be here.
This looks scary. Oh my fucking god, why would they do that? That actually genuinely scared the shit out of me. Ah, I fucking hate it here.
And after that, I wanted to get my animals and leave, and that's exactly what I did. I got all the animals I needed and couldn't leave.
Where do I spawn if I blow myself up? In Guarma. Okay, hold on. What if I load my save? I'm in Guarma. Okay, whoa, hold on.
And remember when I said there should be a kill barrier when trying to get to Guarma? Well, there's one for trying to leave.
Okay. Back in Guarma. Okay. When do I start to worry?
And it's crazy that I thought I might have locked the 2 skinning and studying trophies, when in reality, I've just locked myself to this island.
And I'm back. Let's go.
I even tried to pass out, and that didn't work.
I'm still in Guarma. I want to get off of Mr. Bones' wild ride now. I'm sick of this place.
Now, being in this situation isn't the easiest thing to look up, as I'm assuming not many people have been in this situation before, and the ones who had been weren't helping at all.
Now a resident of Guarma seems a nice place to retire. Alright.
But there was one person who came in absolute clutch that suggested I needed to get the law on me and pass out while they're after me.
Okay, I can't see. There we go. Passed out. Please back. Please take me home. Oh, home sweet home. Yes! I'm back. Oh, okay. That was scary. Okay. We're back. Do I have my birds? I do. Very sweet.
And do you want to know the funniest thing about this whole Guarma ordeal? Is that none of it fucking mattered. Turns out you don't need the animals from Guarma. Thank you for already putting that in the comments. It's too late. Which, one, god damn it, what a waste of 2 hours and a bunch of emotions. And 2, I guess we're just lying in the trophy description. Every animal, every species. What do we... Anyway. At this point, I'm so done with these 2 trophies. I found the last snake I needed. I found the Carolina parakeets that, you wouldn't believe it, also don't need, so nice description. But all that was left for these trophies were the 2 types of panthers that I hadn't seen before in the game, until right now.
Oh! Okay, that's the first panther I've ever seen. Just killed me again. So that's the second panther I've ever seen.
But the third panther that I'd seen was a Florida panther that I was able to study and skin.
Florida panther.
And the fourth... Okay, the fifth... The 6th panther that I saw was the regular panther that we needed for our final animal to study and skin, for what I might deem as the grindiest trophy I've ever done on the channel. This was insane.
Zoologist! That's it! We have studied every single animal. And if I've done this right, it should also mean skin deep. Every animal in Red Dead 2 has been studied and skinned. Let's go. That felt like that was never gonna end. So the fact that it has, I don't know what to do with myself. 178 out of 178. That's every animal done. I'm done. I don't need to hunt for a single animal ever again. 2 of maybe the longest trophies I've ever done.
That is crazy. God damn.
With those two horrible trophies finally out of the way, it's honestly hard to think that there's another game other than a hunting simulator still waiting for me, as we still need 10 more trophies, with 2 of those trophies being 2 more massive grinds. It's never ending. But after that insane grind, I think I really need to take a break from Red Dead by playing more Red Dead online, that is. So going back to the multiplayer, we still have 5 online trophies we need to get, with one of those trophies needing us to get to level 50, and we're only level 30, so we have some work to do. And same as before, we need more money. But don't worry, we have a plan. As if you remember when I was talking about the Eda Doyle bounty, well, there's a way you can farm this bounty. And shout out to PvP Cat for this strat. But for some reason, at the start of this mission, if you run down here, hide until this dialogue, and then just sprint at her and tie her up, her bodyguards break and just run to the exit. And you pretty much get given a free bounty. And it gets even better as I lucked out because this month it was double XP and double money on legendary bounties. Now there is a cooldown after completing a bounty of about 40 minutes, but I can still do the free roam bounties, which this month is triple XP and money. And with so much we need to buy for these trophies, it only made sense that the first thing I saved up for was a sweet new outfit. Hey, you know what they say, look good, you play good. The fit goes unbelievably hard. Now, does this outfit help us towards the platinum? Not directly, but damn do I look good harassing Eda Doyle and completing free roam missions. And doing those actually did help us, as we finally had enough money in the budget for the trophy Posse Up, which you get for forming a persistent posse. Posse up. Our posse has been made. Still can't get over the fit. Looking good. And the next trophy, Strength in Numbers, is another posse-related trophy, where all you need to do is complete a free roam mission while being in a posse with another person. So I invited my mate Connor to jump on and join in on the Red Dead fun. And almost instantly, we stumbled across our first free roam mission for an enemy hideout. Oh, it is. Strength in Numbers. Wait, that's for being in a posse, right? Yeah, it's our first one. With the posse trophies out of the way, it was time to grind some more XP and some more money. But you guessed it, more bounties. And I did do other content as well. We did some of the newer missions, some of the free roam events as well. Also got to Wave 7 in Quarter Arms, and we even did some just horsing around in free roam, and even got our photo taken. But it does all come back to Eda Doyle. It's just too good money and XP to pass up. And before I knew it, I got to level 40, and we had enough money for our next trophy, Home Comforts, where we need to purchase 5 different upgrades for our camp. It is Home Comforts. Does it look sweet? Oh, the table looks cool. Okay, still a bit bare. Doggy! Doggy, who's a good boy? That was just level 50 and successfully counter a rival posse's free roam mission. And you might be thinking, this far into the multiplayer, how have you not counted another player's free roam mission? This should have been one of the first trophies you got on the multiplayer. And if I was playing on launch, you'd be right. But 7 years later, with not a ton of new players, there is barely anyone doing free roam missions. I only ever stumbled across one active free roam mission in my entire time I spent on the multiplayer. And I managed to get to the bounty first, but the second they saw I caught the bounty, they just abandoned the job, which broke the bounty.
Posse abandoned the job? Wait, what? The posse abandoned the job.
I literally took the bounty to the jail and it didn't count. I even went hunting for other players doing bounties. I 1v4'd an entire group that had multiple bounties in a bounty wagon. And when I went to go steal the bounty wagon, it wouldn't let me steal it.
Why can't I drive it?
As you needed to be prompted and told when you could steal it. So I obviously blew up the wagon, as that's bullshit, and you can imagine how angry I felt finding this out for the first time, that you can only steal a bounty if the bounty hasn't been captured yet.
You cannot steal another player's bounty once they have captured the target and are transporting them. That is when you would get it taken off you. That's so stupid.
That doesn't make any sense. That's like the whole point of bounty hunting. It happens in the single player. So basically, the game not allowing me to be a bounty hunter, I did manage to run across this noob here.
Shut your hat off! I shut your hat off! How are you doing this?
I don't have a hat. I don't have a hat. That started a free roam mission, and I waited for the game to allow me to steal it off him. And the first time we tried to do this, the game glitched and didn't count, which is perfect.
Now I'm stuck here. What the f is happening? Okay. Bro, this game's
the best ever.
it's at 0 and I'm stuck here.
But it did work the second time, and we finally got our trophy. All's fair! Without dying. Found some noob, shit on him,
unbelievable.
Took his bag. My bag now.
Wait, that's crazy.
Now all that's left for the online is to reach rank 50. And you wouldn't believe how I got the last 2 levels. Eda Doyle, baby! It's just too good XP, I can't pass it up. It's double XP on legendary bounties, I don't know what else you wanted me to do. In my defense, it wasn't just legendary bounties, I did do other free roam bounties while waiting.
Oh, I fucking shot him.
As well as completed Wave 10 of Blackwater Quarter Arms. Pretty sweet game mode, by the way. Very fun to play with friends.
Bang!
Let's go.
But yeah, majority of the rest of the levels was just bullying Eda Doyle.
Level 49. One more level and we're done. Very nice. I've had 2 hours of sleep maybe.
And after a ton more bounties, we finally got to our last bounty.
Notorious. There we go. Level 50.
We are done with Red Dead Online. I don't know how long it took me to get to level 50, but it definitely wasn't fast.
And with the multiplayer finally completed, we are now in the end game. If the end game was 2 separate 30+ hour grinds sitting in front of me, then yeah, the end game, sure. But before jumping into the Gold Rush trophy, I thought I'd ease back into the story by trying to chip away at what we have left for the 100%, which is too much, way too much left. And feeling a little overwhelmed, I chose to focus on the challenges, as these so far weren't too bad. And for completing my first challenge back, this 100% started to feel further and further away.
Pick one of each species of herb. Oh my god. 43 herbs! Whoa, okay.
And it's not the biggest issue, but it is the fact that in my head, the already long marathon that is this game's 100% keeps getting longer the closer I get.
Oh my god. That's one of each type of fish. Oh, I don't know. I'm surprised at this point. Every herb, every horse, every fish. I have 4 trophies left, and I'm still so far away from this platinum. It's insane.
But focusing on the challenges I can finish off, like the treasure hunter challenges, where we need to just find 10 treasures.
Explorer 10, treasure found.
Then was allowed to actually have some fun with the weapon challenges.
Got him. That's it. Weapons Expert 10.
And the fun didn't stop there, as we have 7 gambling challenges, baby!
It's a Rockstar game. Can't keep me away from it.
Promised myself I wouldn't gamble as much this week.
Bro, Sam, go on. Just 1 ace. Bang! Bang! See ya! Domino. Gambler 5. Gambler 6. Bang! Gambler 7.
Something low, something low.
And he hit an ace. Bang! Ace.
Oh! Ace me.
Not an ace. Oh, let's go!
Gambler 8 done. What's on Gambler 9? Please something easy. Ah, that should be easy.
And I say easy because I had actually mastered dominoes. And by mastered, I mean get pretty lucky in the first game to then get 1 banged in the next.
Let's game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had never played dominoes before Red Dead and was still learning how the game works.
Did he just... Okay, I thought he just took mine.
But I did manage to win 2 games in a row.
Nice. Okay, game 2. Game 2 going into game 3. This is where the real domino gamers get tested. Game 3, when it's all on the line.
And game 3, I got worked. I didn't know how to stop him.
Yeah, I win. Wait, he won. You got 2 points.
What the f***? How is this? How am I losing control of this?
And just as I was about to lose, I had a trick up my sleeve. Panic leave the game and hope it doesn't count.
I don't know if I needed to do something. I was gonna lose anyway.
We're fine. We're so back.
I'm so sweaty. I'm playing dominoes, man.
And with that secret move, I'd won 3 games in a row, first try without leaving a game. Gambler 8, done.
Oh. Game! Gambler 9! Oh my god.
Let's go, John! Win 3 hands of poker in a row, that's f***ing easy. Dear God in heaven. Oh, that felt good.
Now, I haven't completed all of the challenges, but after dripping sweat in a virtual game of dominoes, I decided to take a break from the 100% and set my eyes on the Gold Rush trophy, where we need to make our way back through the story and earn 70 gold medals in different story missions. And again, I seriously underestimated this trophy, as I had my expectations set from GTA, thinking what I had ticked off in each mission was completed. And then in the next run, all I would have to do is the ones I haven't ticked. But of course, that isn't the case for Red Dead.
Have to do all in 1 run. Wait, really? Oh.
And on top of that, if you die, reloading the checkpoint basically fails your run, as any timed challenges or no health items used challenges fail instantly. And even if you do fail, for some reason, they don't include a restart mission button, forcing you to sit through load screens all over again just to reset an attempt. And on top of all of that, just guess how many gold medals I had going into the 70 I needed to get.
11. I have 11 gold. I need 70. Wow, okay. Oh, we got a lot to do. I'm basically playing the entire story again.
But I didn't do this journey alone, as I streamed this entire trophy over on my Twitch channel. Go check it out, I stream once a year. To force my Twitch chat to witness what greatness in video games truly is.
Oh my god. It was just the time. Bro, what?
And as you can tell, I was having a lot of fun with these missions. It It knocked me off, but it let him keep running. What the fuck is that? Move, you fuck! John! Why didn't it give me the prompt to jump? Ah! What the fuck? Hello? Who's that? Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, timed mission, by the way. Timed mission. It's making me wait! Why are you making me wait on the timed mission? Double hat! Double hat! Bro, man. That's not a headshot, apparently. Bro. Idiots! Get over here, Michael, you bitch! Man! Oh!
Let's go.
13 more. Still kind of feels like a lot. But climbing up to our 70th gold medal, I did enjoy replaying some of the best missions back to back. There we go. The 69th gold. One more. But I wanted to especially save, in my humble opinion, the best mission in the entire game for very last. And I'll be honest, this mission kind of gets a bit of a debuff, as I wasn't allowed to let the minigun fly. As for the gold, you needed to have 70% accuracy on the minigun. But other than that, the acting from Milton and the gang, the door charge, the goddamn music, this mission just hits, dude. And after spending 20 plus hours on these gold medals, we finally got our 70th one. Gold Rush. There we go. Gold Rush, we did it. 70 gold medals. There's the last one. The fact that's a silver trophy, little irritating. I'm gonna say 20 hours of just replaying campaign missions. And again, I have not seen a trophy in a while, so that was nice to see. With Gold Rush completed, we are now actually in the end game, but still have so much to do. I'm so sick of saying that, but it's true. We have a ton to do. So first things first, I wanted to get the rest of the challenges finally out of the way with Sharpshooter 10. Sharpshooter 10! I then caught every fish for Survivalist 10.
Survivalist 10. No more fishing. All fish caught. All fish catched.
I picked every herb in the game for Herbalist 9, and the last Herbalist challenge was cook every piece of meat, which thankfully we had an endless supply of meat and herbs from the Skin Deep trophy in the last Herbalist challenge. Herbalist 10. 2 more challenges. Gambler 10 and Horseman 10. We're making our way. It's slowly getting closer. We then broke every horse in the game for Horseman 10.
Horseman 10. That is the second last challenge. That is every horse broken and set on fire.
And finally, Gambler 10 for winning 3 poker hands in a row, which is probably the easiest 10th challenge, but I'm definitely not complaining.
Oh, that's it. Gambler 10. Wait, I thought I had to clean the table. That is every single challenge done. 90 of 90. We're finished. Not really. We still have a lot to do, but it's getting closer. Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself. I guess collectible time.
But with finally completing all 90 challenges, we not only tick off another requirement for 100%, we also unlock the ability to tick off the last player requirement for reaching max health, stamina, and Deadeye, as completing the challenges now lets us buy all the Trapper gear that maxes out our stats.
You have permanently increased your health bar by 1 tank. So now we should be all maxed out. We are. There we go.
Player is completely ticked off.
And after finding 2 more weapons, we had every section of the 100% page ticked off, except for the collectibles.
Oh my god, I'm kind of done. Shit, man. Collectibles, just collectibles.
But before starting the collectibles, I did want to talk about a trophy that I thought I already had. Now, the description for the trophy is to find a permanent home for the squirrel statue that we got after completing the hunting requests. Now, I thought I did this and thought I had this trophy, but the trophy I got at the time was for completing my first collectible strand, not for finding the squirrel man a home. As it turns out, my lovely wife Abigail doesn't like the statue and hides it. And every time she hides it, we need to find it and put it back. And then after some in-game time has passed, she moves it again.
The amount of collectibles I've ever had to do in a video game as well, by the way. So sweet. Let's get to it.
So while waiting for her to move it again, I thought I'd smash out the 20 dream catchers we needed to find.
It's all dream catchers. 20 out of 20.
Then headed back home to move the squirrel.
I had to look it up. She put it in the chimney. Abigail, you're gonna burn him. What are we doing?
And while waiting for her to move it again, I went out and found the 30 dinosaur bones scattered around the map.
There's all 30 dinosaur bones. We are getting through these collectibles. Huzzah. Wow, what a game, huh? Massive game. I'm
Losing it a little bit.
Once again, returned home to put the squirrel back. I then set out to find the remaining 5 rock carvings I was missing.
The final rock carving. Another collectible down. I'm very excited and stoked for that.
Once again, find squirrel, put him back where he belongs.
96%. Making our way.
I've played this game for so long, man. This is crazy. This is the longest game I've played on this channel. Time to go play it some more, huh?
I then headed out to do, in my opinion, the worst collectible in the entire game, and it's not even fucking close. The exotics. These just blow. I was completing these in between the challenges and started them pretty much as soon as I finished the epilogue, and god damn, these were annoying as all.
Oh my god. Another animal skin. Oh. Give me another contract, sir. Here we go. Last exotics.
This collectible took longer than any other collectible and was not enjoyable in any sense. Oh, these were the best collectibles in the game. I take it back.
That's the last plant I need to pick up in this game.
Ah, that feels good, I guess. I don't know. Glad it's over.
And during the boring exotics grind, I did return home one more time to replace my man back on the fireplace. And every time Abigail would move him, it was either in the house or in the barn. At least it was on the property. And I don't know what my squirrel man did to Abigail, because the last spot she moved him to was this mountain. Right here. And for going to save him one last time, we finally get to see the It's Art trophy.
It's art. There we go. There's the trophy that I thought I already got. Now with that trophy out of the way, the only thing holding us back from the 100%
is more collectibles. Let's go. Get excited, baby.
Oh, it's 3 a.m. and I've been playing for 20 hours today. 98%. Oh, we're so close. 98.5.
And heading into the final 2 collectibles for this platinum, it was starting to feel like we were getting close, as all that was left was to visit 9 graves and collect all 144 cigarette cards. But thankfully, I had already found 53, so with 91 cards left, I started the classic collectible trek, starting from one side of the map and heading all the way through to the other. And to be honest, I really enjoyed these collectibles, as you get to collect cards from people that you've met from around the world.
Evelyn Miller. Oh, I mean,
Now, for these cards, there are 12 sets of 12, and making our way around the map, we slowly closed in on completing our first card set.
Oh, 12 of 12. We're done with horse cards. That's our first 12 set of the same card. We're at 99%. Wait, cigarette card sets. I only needed 1 set. Collect 1 cigarette card set. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm already this deep, you know what I mean? Well, going to get the rest of them.
So yeah, I went on to collect all 144 cards when I only needed 12 of 1 set. I really need to start reading things more.
And that's the last cigarette card. All cigarette cards completed when we didn't need to. Love that shit. 144 of 144.
And while I'd already gone the extra mile for the cards, I thought I might as well do the same for the rest of the compendium, by crafting trinkets from the fence and collecting the rest of the weapons that I never found or picked up.
And that is it. 560 of 560. For some reason, I couldn't leave it undone.
With the compendium completely filled and being at 99%, we only needed 1 last collectible. And that collectible is to visit the 9 graves of the gang members we lost during the story. And for visiting all 9, we not only get the trophy paying respects for visiting the graves, but we also finish the 100% for Best in the West, which is the last trophy we needed for the platinum.
That leaves us with 1 last grave. 99.8%. 1 final grave to finish this game.
It feels weird. It feels weird being at the end. The actual end. It's time for the platinum.
Paying respects. Which means
We're just about done, my friend.
Best in the West. Red Dead Redemption has been platinumed. Legend of the West. 100% story, 560 in the compendium, 90 out of 90 challenges, 100% total completion. What a fucking game. Never thought I'd see this platinum.
It feels weird that it's over. It really does. I hate this feeling, man. I'm done.
Not bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I thought it was going to be 400. Red Dead Redemption 2 has been platinumed.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And finally, after thousands of comments, we have the Red Dead 2 Platinum. And a big reason why this video took so long was that I was waiting for the 60 FPS patch that will for sure be announced after this video goes up. But thank you all so much for supporting me and enjoying the videos. I will see you in the next one.